Okay, welcome to today's video. This is a swipe file of my highest converting subject lines, over 100 tested and proven templates that you can use for any campaign with Klaviyo data to back them up. Now, over the last 2 years, for 4 or 5 of our different brands, I've taken the top performing subject lines over all time, all of these brands, collected them, created them, put them into a spreadsheet. Then I've also basically given this spreadsheet to you guys to use so that you can replicate. There's over 100 subject lines in this swipe file. And today's video, I'm just going to go through a few of the different categories that we have and how these subject lines work across different industries. So first of all, why can you listen to me? Basically, I've spent the last 8 years scaling brands with email marketing. We have brands here at Hays that we've scaled from 7 figures to 8 figures, 8 figures to 9 figures. An example on the screen that you can see is a 10x working with Hays. What it looks like on the left side is before working with Hays. To the right side, 31,000 over to 311,000. We have one here, 120,000, 681,000. And again, some amazing things here. Brands doing over $300,000 a month with email revenue, just solely on email alone. Attributed revenue from email coming up close to 30%. We have brands which are doing 40, 50% attributed revenue, and their retention rate as well, getting close to 50%. So we're crushing it here at Hays. Our brands are doing absolutely amazingly because of it. And today I'm going to be giving you all of our best performing subject lines. So let's get straight into it. First of all, these subject lines that I'm going to show you, one on the screen right now, basically work across all industries and you can use them. Beauty, health, home goods, you name it. We've used them for product drops. We've used them for promos. We've used them in flows, restocks, everything. And everyone you see today delivered both high open rates and strong revenue per recipient. So as we see here, product launches, restocks, flows, and nurture. These are the different areas. And I've categorized them. The first you're going to see on the screen are kind of like the highlights. And then in the supporting Excel document, which I'll go over in a moment, has the rest of all of our email subject lines that you can use. But first of all, let's start with swipe number 1, the mistake. And put mistake in quotations because I see brands using this a lot now. We've tested it with all of our brands, having some kind of reply style hook. In this case, RE last email apologies in apostrophes, parentheses. I don't know what banana skins. I don't know what those are. I always forget. The reason why this works so well is because it looks like a personal follow-up, right? I still see it here, email marketers like, oh, don't use RE's overused. It really isn't. Like if you go on your inbox and see RE, it's, for me, I mean, I subscribe to so many newsletters. I don't see a lot of brands doing this, really. I see lots of the same subject lines, all capital letters, everything like that. But when it comes to RE, it doesn't happen that often. I've seen even including that RE does instantly increase open rates, but also if you have some kind of like mistake following it or some kind of curiosity driven thing afterwards, they tend to get better opens. The campaign type you can use this for really is like a promo reminder. I've seen like RE sale, parentheses, banana skins, whatever you want to call them, important update. Right? I've seen brands do that. We've tried that as well. It works really well. And also re-engagement as well. So putting this in sort of like a re-engagement campaign. I've seen brands do like RE test email and then inside that campaign is saying, hey, first name, just checking that you're receiving our emails because we haven't heard from you in a while. This is just a test. Please reply to the email if you want to still receive emails from us, or click the button below if you still want to see emails from us. If not, just ignore it and we'll remove you from the list. RE test email, or even just test, does really well. Swipe 2, the early bird. Now, we all know that when you sign up to an email list, the reason why people sign up is because they get things via email. Usually they get things via email that they wouldn't otherwise get via different platforms. It's kind of like because you have direct contact to the consumer, you tend to give them more because it's a higher conversion rate and it's a higher touch point, right? So in this case, we have the early bird combined with some kind of urgency, scarcity, works really well. In this case, it's just heads up, your VIP access ends tomorrow. We've used this a lot for Black Friday, private access, or early launches. It uses scarcity and exclusivity. It's like a combination of the two, and it speaks directly to where they are in their customer journey. You could even say like your new customer discount ends tomorrow, or your new subscriber, new sign-up discount ends tomorrow. Really talking to your segment where they are in their customer journey. And you'll see that's kind of a repeating pattern here in some of the swipes. Moving on to number 3, relevancy and recent activity. We have looking at insert product type or niche. You can use a dynamic variable here to basically base it off their last browse history. You can do that within Shopify, and then first name, their name. So again, why does this work? It taps into personalization and retargeting, which we know retargeting is what email is best at doing. It mimics both the browsing behavior and it feels quite dynamic, right? So if I've been looking at, I don't know, a specific pair of trainers, it will show that in the subject line. It's great for campaigns that are triggered by on-site actions or product views. So if you have a browse abandonment or an abandoned cart, instead of saying like, hey, we missed you, or hey, saw you looking, saw you browsing, why don't you add the dynamic variable of what it was that they were browsing and include their name to add in that extra personalization? Relevancy, recent activity, combined with personalization, crushes it every time. Swipe 4, human error. We kind of touched a little bit of this on swipe number 1. It has a more human feel to it, whereas like a human mistake, okay? So I see a lot of brands doing like, oops, sorry about the sale. And it'll be like, oh, and the thing would be like, we weren't meant to put the sale live yet, but we did. And just so you know, I was told by my boss I can keep it live, but not for long. So use this discount code, go to the website, and it could be like a plain text. Something like that. Those emails they crush. They get great opens, they get great clicks, they also do good with conversions. Again, don't overuse these things. That's why there's 100 different subject lines you can pick from our swipe file, which I'll go to in a minute. Don't overuse the same thing. Vary it. Pick it for your, use something like this. If it works really well, pick it for your biggest sales of the year. So if you're a furniture brand and Labor Day just crushes it for you, save it till Labor Day and just whip it out of the bag. Or Black Friday, wait till then and use it then. One thing you don't want to do is overuse it and then your list gets fatigued with that specific subject line. So again, be creative, play around with these, but generally, these are the categories and types of emails that work well. So we have oops about that X email. So this was actually about an email that we sent out a couple of days ago. It's actually about a launch email. And we went, we launched early, and which actually we did launch a bit too early. It was all up on the website, but a lot of things weren't updated on the website. It was like only a few bits were updated. So we did launch early, technically. We weren't supposed to. And so we let the customer know, like, oops, we actually weren't meant to send that email to you, but you got it now. And as a gesture of goodwill, we're going to be holding the discount over for another 24 hours, but after that, it's going to be gone. Again, human error-based opener. It feels real, relatable, breaks the pattern. And again, it works especially well after accidental sends or fake oops to spark attention, and it's a great follow-up type email. Site 5, classic FOMO. Your X is expiring, your discount, your promo is about to expire, your promo is disappearing. Super simple, very short, doesn't have to be too complicated, but just a general classic urgency hook with a bold deadline. Even if you can put a date, it's even better, at a date and time. Your discount expires at 11:59 p.m. EST tonight on 23rd of January 2025. As specific as you can get, it creates authenticity behind the urgency, right? And that's important. Authenticity behind the urgency. Otherwise, it's just going to look like a general urgency email. So actually, this subject line here, I think could do a little bit of improvement on it by adding some kind of deadline that's specific to the date and time when it expires. But it consistently performs during the last push of any campaign we've ever done. And, adding that emoji, whether it's at the end or the beginning, just kind of captures the attention. Great for last chance sales and win backs. So getting on to that, probably what you guys have been waiting for, the free resource of today's video. And I'm really enjoying giving away these free resources. I'm seeing people view it. I see like the anonymous, sloth up here. You see there's little character faces, browsing is, I get excited by that stuff. So please head on over, browse, check it out. And if you use any of these subject lines and they work for you, let me know. Let us know in the comments which one you used. Again, maybe just give us a little hint of how it's been performing. Obviously, a lot of these are evergreen. You can just tweak them. We've got them in categories, a reply, VIP that I've talked about, urgency, promotional, giveaway, human-based error, transactional, and social proof testimonial. Again, these are all backed by data. We created these swipe file based on what's been working at Hays with all of our clients over the last 3-4 years. So this is like, this is gold. This isn't just what ChatGPT is giving us. This is backed by data and it's all evergreen. So you can adjust it, tweak it to your own brand. And curious to know how you guys get on. Cool. So next steps, go download the DTC Vault I've been talking about. Has everything you need to scale your DTC brand, whether you're a brand owner, email marketer, anything to do with DTC, go down, download it, and check it out. The swipe file of those subject lines I've given you for free. Again, they're both for free. Subscribe, again, it's free. And then lastly, if you want to work with Hayes, you want to scale your brand, then apply for a growth consultation today. Again, we'll get on a call. We'll see what needs to be done. We can find out how we can work together and how we can help scale your brand efficiently and effectively in 2025 and the years beyond. Anyway, that's been it from me today. Thank you very much, guys. See you on the next one.